excited for this town hall, the 60th town hall of Evmux. Wow, that's crazy, and we need crowd applause for that. 60th town hall. Thank you everyone for an amazing journey so far, and thank you everyone for joining today for our big feature announcement. And you know, it's crazy because last week we had a big crazy announcement with the multi-camera. So you might ask yourself, okay, what is so big today? And believe me, it is big, and we are so happy and so excited about this one. So before we jump into it, I'll just want to, tell you, for all the first timers in the Evmux Town Hall, just to make sure we are all aligned with the run of show. So usually what we do, we say hello, and then we go through the comments just to say hi to the chat. Then we're talking about the topic of today. Today it's the big announcement we have, so we'll announce it. Sometimes we have videos, sometimes we don't. So today we don't have videos because I'd like just to share screen and show you the new feature. And then we will go through the questions. So any questions on topic, on the new announcement, and off topic, anything related to Evmux, and anything basically related to content creation, live streaming, feel free to ask in the chat. I'm trying to take the questions, by one as much as I can, and then after about half an hour, we wrap up and we keep the conversation going in our amazing Facebook group. That's a good time to ask you all to subscribe, like, to make sure that as many as possible, as content creators as possible, are being exposed to the Evmux content, and also encourage all of you to join to our Facebook group. Just go to Facebook, look for Evmux, you'll see our official group. Amazing community is there. I couldn't recommend more. Join us there. All right, so before we dive into the chat, I'll just have our poll of today, which is: what is the most needed feature we should add to Evmux? So feel free to chime into the chat and just share with us what you think. Maybe this is the feature we're talking about today, maybe not, we'll see. Very curious about it, so I'm going to take some greetings in the chat, and meanwhile feel free to share your ideas about the feature, and then we'll do the announcement. So starting with Manchester. Hey there everyone. Hey, thank you for joining. Baruch Hashem, thank you for joining. Shalom. We have G. Albert here. How are my friends with Evmux doing on this Thursday before my birthday? Mazel tov, Albert. How old are you? Let us know in the chat. All right, good evening from the sunny. Good evening from Juanma, from Madrid. Thank you for joining so late, my friend. We have the VO Booth Camp from Portland, Oregon. Thank you for joining. We have Iban Gradio saying, I was wondering when the external monitor feed was coming. We do live events and should love that to have it go the big screens. Okay, so there is something you can do already. If you go in the dashboard, and you can show the feed of the stream there, and then put it in on external screen, just drag it there. Let me know what you think about it. There is a video in our YouTube, we call it Monitor Your Stream. The thing is, because this feature is usually to allow you to monitor the stream in addition to what you see in Evmux, make sure that you get the final result, let's say. So I'm curious if that helps. Let me know. G. Albert is saying, Allah, do you and public ICA calendar event that you can share with us so we can add the town halls and other special events? All right, so good question. We don't have a calendar invite per se for that. Basically, our town halls it's every week, same time, same place, Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern. We don't have any other events as of now, but of course, if we will have any special events, we will let you all know, and probably it will be with registration and then invites, to the calendar and stuff like that. So as of now, we are talking about the town halls every week, Thursday, 9 p.m., right here in our YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook channels. Cool. Barry is saying, hey all, editing, fishing as I watch. Okay, cool. Juanma is saying, these are alerts. We'll see. Sol is saying, hello from Indiana. Cool. All right, and Albert is saying, hello folks on YouTube. The thumbs up is a hit, transparent. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Amazing. Vance is saying, hey Elad, glad to be part of the town hall. I'm happier than you are that you are here. Thank you for joining. All right, so I'll get the chats later. I really want to announce what is for today. And this is, are you ready for that? Drum bells. Okay, this one. Yes, boom. And this is, boom, web sources. Yes, you waited for that so long. We promised that we are working on it, and it came up that it will be released just after the multi-camera. It's not that we planned for it, but it came out pretty nicely. That last week we announced the multi-camera. This week we announced the web sources in our 60th town hall. Super excited about it. We know how much you asked for this feature. We know how much it's needed to upgrade the stream. So you can see on my screen right now how nice it is that you can see. And that's just something random that I used. So you can see how many likes, how many viewers, how many subscribers to the Evmux channel on YouTube. Also, you can see the name of the last subscriber. Just very small, but I think it really makes the difference on the stream. Like, it looks way more engaging that way. And that's just few examples of what you can do with web sources. Basically, you can do anything, right? I just created another scene that I'll transition to it right now. So you can see the top 3 chatters and stuff like that. I don't know if it grabs it actually. But yeah, web sources is it's crazy what you can do with it, because it really makes, again, your stream to be unstoppable. Like, you can do whatever you want because you're not limited only to what we have natively built in within Evmux. You can do anything with web sources. So things like tools like Stream Elements, tools like there is another tool, the name is Stream DPS that we've heard about. And also you can just put in HTML code, right? If you have anything with HTML that you want to bring to the screen, you can do that. So it's really robust. It's really a game changer, because I don't know a web-based platform like Evmux that allows you to use web sources in such a robust way. I think it's crazy. We're super excited about it, and more excited to hear your thoughts in the comments. But before that, I'd like to share my screen and really show you how it works. So bear with me 1 second. I'll do it quickly. All right. Yes, my screen is being shared. Boom. Okay, cool. So this is my screen, and you can see if I'm going to edit a scene that I already put the web source of the scene that I had before. So you can see that there are, when you add a new layer, you can add web source. It's still on beta simply because it's fairly new, and we always want to make sure that you understand that it's a new feature and do the tests you need to make sure it works fine for you. If you have any comment, any feedback on the way it works, on the stability of the feature, please let us know. Of course, it was tested and it looks like it's fully operational, but still, it's new. So we want to make sure that you also understand that it's new and needs to be tested. So after I put the web source layer, then when I click on it, you remember, like any layer in Evmux, you have this bar pops up, and then what's important here is the web source settings. Clicking on it, you can see that you can either use a link, and then just in this case we're using stream DPS web source, so you just put the link in. You can use HTML code and then just copy paste the HTML code. Then we're talking about the fixed content size and the frame size. So that's something that also when you're grabbing the web source from the other tool, like Stream DPS in this case, they should tell you there what is the dimensions of the web source that you're grabbing. Basically, usually it will be something like full HD, which is 9020 by 1080. But that's something that you can play around with, so you can do that, and then after you do it, you can play around with the sizing within Evmux, resizing it. So with web sources, it's a bit different than regular layers because we are taking it from external system, if you will. So that's why you are playing with the numbers here first with the frame width and frame height, and then you can play around with the sizing in Evmux. So I recommend you just play around with it with any web source you are adding, and you'll just get it. It's super simple, super easy, but yet very robust. And I'm more curious actually to hear from you. What usage do you have with web sources? What exactly you are doing, how you are going to leverage this feature in Evmux. All right, so with that, I'll be back to myself on the screen, and we'll go through the chat. I'll really try my best to take it one by one. And yeah, I hope that you're as excited as we are. All right. So the chat where we stopped before we jumped in. So we have DSI saying, hello, new and here to learn about your platform. All right, amazing. So I hope that you learned something new specifically with this new feature. With that said, to all the new ones on the platform, I couldn't recommend more going through our YouTube channel. We have tons of great content explaining how to leverage Evmux to its best. And also couldn't recommend more to go into our Facebook group. The community is phenomenal, so helpful, and any questions you might have, you can ask and get answers at once. And also, if you go through the post there, you will learn so much. So it really helps to, expedite the learning curve, let's say like that. Cool. Barry is saying the alert you have in the bottom third would be very cool. Thank you. I just tried to do something very quickly before. Also, it's worth mentioning, I forgot that it's fully operational to all of the Evmux users. Like, you will see the web sources as a layer, and also worth mentioning, it's for pro scenes only. Okay, you won't be able to do that for dynamic scenes, and I think it makes sense. Again, dynamic is very basic, very easy to use, but when you want to take your streaming, your content to the next level, that's exactly why you have the pro scenes. All right, so Joe Morin is saying, is the alert the announcement? Yeah, okay, so that's, chats from before. Yeah, Barry is saying alert with excitement. Cool, cool. I'm happy to see that you are excited. Jamie also was very, very sharp to say that it's going to be the web overlay input. That's basically same names for web sources. We're all talking the same language here. Baruch B'Shem Yeshua saying automatic speaker view like on Zoom. I guess this is for the feature request, so it's worth talking about it a little bit. On Zoom, if I understand you correctly, you have two options, gallery view and speaker view. When it's speaker view, then the speaker, the person that's speaking right now, this person will be larger on the screen while the others will be smaller. So that's definitely something we're going to add to Evmux pretty soon. And I do understand why it's nice when you have multiple guests instead of just having them all at once on the screen, instead of playing around with spotlighting them, which is already possible in the platform. Like we announced it, I think 2 or 3 months ago, the ability with just double click on the speaker to make one speaker larger and the others will basically disappear from the screen, although they will be heard if they will talk. Being able to do it automatically by the one speaking is definitely needed, and we are working on it for sure. Thank you for that. David is saying, love Evmux, but my iPhone continuity camera seems to have stopped working since multiple cameras went live. All right, that's very interesting for us to explore more. If you can, please reach out to our support. For all of you, when you're on Evmux, on the bottom right corner, there is a support icon. For anything like that it's really specific for a user, very individual, and also very related to a new feature that we released. We really want to know about that. So please mention that exactly what you said here, that after the multi-camera, something stopped working for you. And of course, we'll explore and we will fix that 100%. DSI is saying breakout rooms and more in rooms. All right, so breakout rooms, I'm curious to hear what you really want to see there. Really curious about that. And more people in the room, I'm also curious, what are you using Evmux for? Are you using it as a meeting platform, or you really have so many people, and how many people you need on the screen at the same time? Actually, very, very interesting. So if you can share more, it will be nice. Question from Albert. Elad, are you producing a transcription of this meeting? I'm not a Facebook fan, but if the Townhall transcription is there, I'll dip my toes into the Facebook space. So as of now, we are not releasing any transcription of the Townhalls, but definitely something we might explore. So as of now, it's something we don't do. All right, the Dramville Beats. Hello from Puerto Rico. Oh, nice, nice. I've never been in Puerto Rico, but I've heard nothing but good things about it. So thank you for joining. Joe Morin saying there should be some workarounds to do a monitor. Yeah, 100% there are. So Ivan is asking how. So just to make sure everyone understands, if I understand correctly, what Ivan is trying to do is getting the stream as you see it on YouTube, let's say, and having this being presented on a monitor when there is an event happening. It might be on the church, so the people on the spot, physically in the space, they will be able to see how the stream outside looks like. So for that, first of all, you can show the YouTube, but the problem is that probably there will be slight delay of 2, 3, up to 5 seconds. So that's sometimes not ideal, because there might be someone on the screen, and then on YouTube you see everything in 5 seconds delay. It's not the best experience. So for that, in Evmux, what we do have, as I said, if you go to the dashboard, at the same time you are in the studio, you also open the dashboard in another tab. On the main page of the dashboard, you are able to see all the sessions are live currently. Probably you'll have only one session live. And then you have a button saying watch now. If you click on this button, you'll get the stream as it is on YouTube, like the final result of the stream, without any delay. And then this thing you can put on full screen and then grab it to another monitor. So that's a solution here that I think might help you. It's important to mention that it's not full HD quality because the purpose is for monitoring to make sure that you can see without any delay how it looks for the audience, but it's a good solution for that still if it's needed. And again, there is a great video in our channel. If you look on YouTube for Evmux monitor, you should be able to find this video. All right. Sol is saying, could the new feature be the logo on bottom right? I guess you're talking about dynamic scenes, that the logo comes up only on the top right. So no, still in dynamic scenes, we don't let the users to change it again, because this is very much for beginners that they don't want to change anything. You just want, you know, the template and that's it, and to keep it very, very simple for this group of people. But we have the process. Another thing you can do, you can add the logo to be part of your background, and then just design a background, put your logo on the bottom right, and just upload it as a background. And then, you know, for the people watching, they will see your logo on the bottom right, also on dynamic scenes. So that's a very quick and easy workaround for that. Darius is in the house, joining from Mobile, Alabama. Thank you for joining, my friend. All right, Vance is saying, media files organizer, like we can drag a folder of sound effects in a folder right into Evmux media files. Interesting. Definitely interesting feature request. And, you know, we always listen, so stay tuned. Thank you for that. Darius, love the lower thirds. Very, very nice. Cool. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for that. Iban is saying, I've also learned how to run the studio from my S22 Ultra and Tab S6 too. Cool. You know, getting better as a content creator, it's always very, very exciting. Boom. All right. So here I just get to the comments about the announcement. So Joe Marini is saying yes. Michael saying woo. Jamie is saying that's awesome. Barry is saying boom. Darius is saying, very nice announcement. Wow, I'm getting excited. Thank you for that. Michael is saying, game changer. Keep them going. Keep them coming in. You're making me so happy. Barry is saying, yes, this is great stuff. David is saying, cool. Joe Morin saying, it adds to the audience's experience by making the stream more interactive. 100%. That's a great usage of the web sources. Yeah, because, you know, it's interactive, it's real-time update, and I agree, like it's great. Web sources are a great addition to the live stream, a great way to, again, differentiate yourselves than others. And now in Evmux, it's so easy to do that. In other tools that allowing that, like OBS as an example, it's not that easy to make it work. And OBS as a whole is way more complicated as a platform, and also it's on your computer and not web-based, which I'm not getting into this discussion again, but you know, with web-based, you can do so many other things, and all the heavy lifting happening on the server, not relying on your computer resources. So it's really uncomparable, basically. So yeah, I think it's another step of making Evmux as the sweet spot for live streaming, allowing people using OBS because of its robustness to basically abandon it, coming to Evmux, because now in Evmux with multi-cameras, with web sources, it's just so close to the robustness of OBS, but it's web-based and it's easy to use, and it's allowing you to do things you cannot do on OBS, like multi-stream, like banners, lower thirds, everything intuitive, having guests. I think, I couldn't be more excited for this one. It really puts Evmux as a leading web-based live streaming platform that also winning software such as OBS, as far as this is my not biased opinion. Cool. Barry is saying, indeed, it also helps a lot when you're running your own streams. Yep, 100%. Question from Albert. Elad, with the new camera upgrade, can we utilize multiple virtual cameras concurrently with Evmux? Yes, basically you can, as long as this camera is being recognized by your computer. I don't see why not. Definitely possible. Saul saying, I think for newbies like me, this will be better explained with examples, which I'll be asking for in the group. 100%. The group is a great way to see how other people more experienced leveraging a feature. Also, stay tuned. During April, we will release a video talking about web sources specifically, and also showing great examples how to use it. But we just didn't want to wait with this announcement, because we know that people waiting it for so long. So we didn't want to wait of producing a video or something like that. We are releasing it, letting you try and getting more information from the community. And of course, we will release an official video next month. All right, Joe Morin saying, web sources makes Evmux one feature away from perfect. So what is the feature you need to announce that Evmux is the perfect solution for you? I'm really curious. And thank you about that. Albert, another question. Elad, along with the virtual camera like NDI, can we also use the virtual mic on the virtual NDI camera? So as of now, you won't be able to select different mic for a different camera. It will be basically only the main mic actually that you're using. And if you need to change it on the fly, you'll basically have to change the mic that you're feeding into Evmux. That can be done with one click of a button. A question from Joe Morin. Does web sources support audio? Great question. And you know what? I don't know. Maybe Darius, maybe others here using web sources more frequently. Maybe you can chime in here in the chat and show the power of the community. Barry is saying, is it possible to get alerts for super chat, etc.? Yes, 100%. So that's another great use of the web sources. So as I said before, I recommend all of you to go through Stream Elements and Stream DPS, two great tools for web sources, and just see, shop around what they can offer you with web sources. You'll get a lot of inspiration there. Super chats is just one thing that you can do, of course. Christian is in the house and he's saying awesome and big news. Getting Christian excited is, it's an achievement, Christian, right? I'm happy that you're excited. Cool. And Christian is saying, I'll make sure to take that off my Miro board. Yeah, Christian, you're one of those that asking this feature for a long time. So I'm happy that it's being released now. Ivan is saying, we need a scoreboard, Elad. Scoreboard, what do you mean by that? Scoreboard of what? Really curious, because also it might be that now with the web sources that allowing you not only using stream elements and stuff, but also putting HTML code, it's possible. Another way to get scoreboard, maybe you're talking about, the score in a sport game and stuff like that. So it's possible by sharing screen and crop only the scoreboard and then position it in your scene anywhere on the screen. And then, you just show the scoreboard when the screen you're sharing and not the whole website or whatever you're using to get the board from. yeah, and Christian chimed in and saying you can now use a third-party scoreboard like H2R graphics with web sources. Thank you, Christian, for letting us know. Pum pum pum. What else we have? Wow, the chat is exploding, and I'll take a few more, and then we'll keep the conversation going on the chat. I'm so excited for today, guys. Really, we worked so hard for web sources and multi-camera, and again, getting Evmux, releasing those two features week after week, back to back, is beyond exciting for me, for us as a team. Okay, Harry Moore is saying, how about an organized course for people who are brand new for streaming? Poking around on the YouTube channel is nice, but hard to know what to do first. It's really frustrating. Thank you for mentioning that. You are right. And what we're trying to do when you are signing up to Evmux at the first time, we are sending you a list of about 7 emails in 2 weeks. That in these emails we are trying to, to kind of guide you what are the videos that you should know first before you really chime into more specific videos, such as, a specific video might be screenshot cropping. Okay, this is pretty advanced, but a very basic video will be the difference between dynamic and proscenes in Evmux, or how to go live, multi-streaming, change your camera, things that they are very, very basic. So we call it the new user journey. So the new user journey, by those emails, I think this is the best way to get up to speed quickly and really focus on the basics and not on the more advanced videos. So if, sometimes people, they sign up and then they really get up to speed a month later, and then the emails are already in their inbox. So I just want you all to let you know, go through those emails. It will help you to get up to speed. And yeah, we have plans how to do more kind of, let's call that newbies webinars or new users webinars and stuff like that. Still on the, not ready yet, let's say. So we have the town halls, we have the Facebook group to ask questions, and feel free to ask dummy questions, or silly questions. There are no silly questions, and we all started from something, and that's totally fine. And yeah, the journey for the user by the emails you're getting in the first week or two on Evmux are really, really helpful. So I recommend all of you to go through them if you are new to Evmux. All right, I'll take 2 more. Christian is saying, Elad, we really need to talk soon. Big things coming. I'm here for you, man. So DM me and let's do it for sure. Let's see if we have some nice question. All right, Joe Moore is saying, my missing feature is RTMP source, not RTMP destination. I understand. Add a camera that is RTMPing in from a remote. Great feature request, and definitely on the work. And again, thank you so much for sharing that with us. And with that, I'll have to wrap up for today. Again, super, super excited for this announcement. Super excited to see how excited you are as our great, great community. Thank you also for all the other feature requests. Everything is well noted, well received, and will be prioritized accordingly with our development and product teams. And yeah, we are just getting there to be the sweet spot for live streaming. And we are so, so, so excited. Ivan is saying, no, don't go. All right, I think that's a great way to finish up. And yeah, again, all of you with more questions, please go to the Facebook group, ask them there. Me, the team, and the great community will step in to answer any questions. Thank you so much for joining another week, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.
All right, I'm live. That was easy.